Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the little trailer that came out. It's basically a first look at Titans Season 2. If you haven't seen the trailer already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But there's a lot to kind of pull away from this trailer. What I thought was kind of most interesting is obviously Season 1 ended off on a pretty big cliffhanger. Like a lot of stuff went down. Obviously, I don't want to spoil things if you haven't seen it. But it's crazy to think that nothing in that trailer seemed like it was associated with that ending. So that must be something that's like quickly dealt with, or maybe it's still the overarching issue. It's just Dick Grayson's part in it is kind of alleviated a little bit along with Raven's. Maybe, I don't know. It just seemed kind of interesting that that was kind of like nothing in the trailer seemed like it necessarily dealt with that. Not unless I kind of ended up overlooking something. But there was a lot of interesting details about this. You even have like Jason Todd being like, "Oh, Titans are back, bitches." So that was something, I guess they're kind of going back kind of a little bit, you know, because there's still a lot of history that they can pull back from. Because like in between, you know, Dick's time as, you know, Robin to him meeting up, you know, with Raven, Starfire, Beast Boy. So there's still a lot of history there that you can go back to, but it seems like the Titans were already a thing. And it seems like Jason is being like, "Oh, we're back, like we're full blown doing this thing." Because it's so interesting because it's the whole conversation, because it's like, oh, the Titans, we're not sidekicks. I guess that was kind of the whole point they put the team together. This way, it's like, it's not a team of sidekicks. There's no, I mean, in the sense that no one here is a sidekick. It's kind of more like a democracy. Because obviously, like, Wonder Girl seems like she was a part of it. So obviously her and Robin know what it's like to spend most of their lives is kind of in someone else's shadows. Her, Wonder Woman, I mean, we don't know what her relationship is like with Wonder Woman, but maybe it's the same thing as like Robin and Bruce's. I don't know. But because it does seem like, because for one, we see Dick dressed up as Robin, which we know he burned his suit last season, spoilers. So either that's more stuff inside of his head, but like I said, because even at one point Raven's like, "So what are we, like Titans 2.0? And Robin's joking, being like, "Titans Next Generation" or something like that. So that makes me think like they were already a pre-established thing with Hulk, Dove, like I said, Wonder Girl. And it also seemed like there was someone else there. I wasn't familiar with who he is, the dude in red. So there's that. But like I said, they're also like expanding the team, because it seems like obviously we're getting introduced to Superboy this season, which I had heard about. We also get Crypto, so I guess we're doing the whole Super Pets thing too. That's interesting. About the Superboy situation, I'm curious like which continuity we're going by, like, because obviously like he has two different origins. One is like he's half Superman, half Lex Luthor. That's actually the continuity they went with in Smallville. But like the one from Young Justice is half Superman, half of that alien species. And since I'm bringing up Young Justice, this seems like a combination of the two, especially with the roster they're going with. I mean, to be fair, the Teen Titans have existed for a while and they've like constantly changed up their roster, but it seems like we're getting Teen Titans meets Young Justice to a certain extent. I even thought it was kind of interesting because there's a scene, once again, because Dick is dressed up in his Robin suit, but he's fighting Jason Todd. So that's why I'm like, is that something else still inside of his head because he is wearing the Robin suit, or like what? You know? Raven's got the jewels like the center of her head, you know, like she more traditionally does. So I'm assuming that has to do with something with the whole, once again, spoilers, the whole Trigon situation. How that whole, like I said, how that whole situation gets filled out. It's like, that seems like most of those shots are like from the rest of the season potentially. I don't know. And we also get introduced to, I guess, our new villain this season, and that being Deathstroke, which I think is kind of interesting. Just because like TV shows typically don't step on each other's toes with these like the continuity of all of this. I mean, it's its own universe, I know that, but it's still just like they're very careful about that. Like obviously there's a whole movie to TV show conversation, which I don't mind. I just think it's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting them to use Deathstroke just because, you know, he exists in the Arrow continuity. I mean, granted, he hasn't been there since season 6, I think it's the last time he popped up. But to be fair, I guess comic book wise, he must always have a connection to like the Titans, because obviously like he was like one of the major villains in the Teen Titans cartoon in the first place. So I guess so. We even see his daughter pop up, was kind of interesting, because I think in Arrow she was played by Summer Glau, but she wasn't missing an eye. Like in this continuity, she's got the white hair and she's got a missing eye. Well, that might not even be his daughter. Like that might just be someone he brought. Yeah, because I don't think she is his daughter continuity wise. I think it's just like someone he raises. No, I think she might be his daughter. I don't remember. I feel like watching my nieces like watch the Teen Titans Go cartoon that she is his daughter, but I could be wrong. I'm interested to see like, you know, what everything looks like the vibe of the season. I mean, I'm liking, like, I really liked season 1, so I'm really curious to see what they do to kind of kick it up in season 2, like what the overall story is going to look like. You know, maybe there's going to be other villains we get introduced to, like, or is it just going to 100% be on Slade? Like I said, that all depends on how that whole Trigon situation plays out. I mean, and what effect that's going to have on Raven, you know, so I'm very curious. But really, that's all I want to talk about in this video. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.